It is wonderful to be here tonight.
今天晚上在这边是很好的。
And I do hope I take the ring back with me.
那我会把雨丝都带回去加州。
Because we live in the desert and we need rain.
还有因为我们是住在那个沙漠，所以我们需要雨水。
If you have your Bibles tonight,
如果你手上有圣经的话，今天晚上
Matthew 8,
马太福音第8章
23 through 27.
23到27节。
I am an electrician by trade.
我就在火车旁边。
So I have special tools electricians use.
就像说电工人他们有一样工具来使用。
And in my toolbox, there's a few tools that are very special.
在我工具下面有些工具是蛮特别的。
They're my favorite tools.
它是我最喜欢的工具。
And I use them all the time.
就是我常常使用。
Because they work really well for the job I want them to do.
真的可以帮助我来执行我的工作。
The devil tonight has a toolbox.
所以说今天晚上魔鬼他有他的工具箱。
And in that toolbox,
在他的工具箱里面
he has a few tools that he uses all the time
他
too.
有几个工具他是常常使用的。
Because they work very well.
因为它是非常有用的。
One of those tools tonight
其中的一个工具
is the spirit of fear.
就是害怕的恐惧的灵。
You see, the devil wants us to be afraid.
那就是魔鬼想让你害怕。
He wants us to have fear in us.
他想把恐惧放到你内心。
There are all kinds of doctors who want to help people with fear.
后来就说，现在世界上太多医生都想让你们活在恐惧里面。
They'll give you this pill, that pill.
他给这个药那个药。
There are all kinds of books and magazines that want to help people with their fear.
后来就是市面上有很多书杂志都是帮助人跟恐惧有关。
But only Jesus can heal, cure, and get rid of fear.
所以唯有耶稣才是能够医治，能够来消除恐惧。
Because fear is a demonic spirit.
因为恐惧属恶灵那边的灵。
It doesn't take much to see how fear affects people today.
那今天可以很简单看见恐惧是怎么样来影响我们的人们的生活。
God wants us to live our lives
那上帝想要生存在我们生命里面，
without fear.
让我们活着没有恐惧。
In our text that we're going to read tonight,
我们今晚上要读经节。
Jesus gets on a boat with his disciples.
那时候耶稣跟他门徒一起上了船。
Now, this boat belonged to some of these disciples.
这个船是属于他门徒的。
And most of these disciples were fishermen.
而且那门徒很多人他们是渔夫。
They had been on this Sea of Galilee many, many times.
他们很多出船很多是在加利利海。
So they knew the boat real well, and they knew the Sea of Galilee real
他
well.
们很熟悉那个海的水性，也熟悉这个船只。
And they knew better than anyone else when it was a storm and when it was calm.
所以说，当说那个风暴来的时候，他们应该比较知道怎么熟悉去能够来操控船只。
They knew the weather on the lake.
他们也知道船上的，但是他们也知道说湖面上的天气状况怎么样。
This was their job. This is how they made their money.
因为他们生活的工具就是渔夫，就是靠这个。
So let's pick up our text this
我们
morning.
现在来读我们的经节。
Matthew 28, verse 23 to 27.
马太福音8章23到27节。
Now when Jesus got into the boat, his disciples followed him. And suddenly a great tempest arose on the sea so that the boat was covered with waves. But he was asleep. Then his disciples came to him and woke him, saying, Lord, save us. We are perishing. But he said to them, Why are you so fearful, O you of little faith? Then he arose, rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. So the men marveled, saying, Who can this be, that even the winds and the sea obey him?
耶稣上了船，门徒跟着他，海里突然起了暴风，甚至船被波浪淹盖。耶稣却睡着了。 门徒来叫醒了他，说：“主啊，救我们上命啊！”耶稣说：“你们这小信的人啊，为什么胆怯呢？”于是起来，指着风和海，风和海就大大的平静了。众人稀奇说：“这是怎样的人，连风和海也都听从他了。”
Jesus asks the same question then as he does tonight. Why are we so fearful tonight?
所以呢，今天晚上耶稣讲说，就看着他们说：“你为什么要那么害怕呢？”
Verse 26, why are you so fearful?
在26节说：“你们为什么这么胆怯呢？”
Why are we afraid?
为什么我们害怕呢？
See, fear is an idea or a thought
我跟你讲，其实害怕只是一个想法而已，
that causes us to have feelings of doubt and unbelief,
这个想法让我们感觉一个情绪感觉去怀疑了，
to be afraid.
去害怕、恐惧。
These feelings control our life.
这种情绪呢，这种感觉就来掌控我们生命。
Fear is widespread
害怕是散布在全世界各地。
in the day and hour that we live in.
就在我们地方住的地方。
Jesus said there will be wars and rumors of wars, but do not be afraid.
在活在世界上，那个耶稣说呢，会有战争恐惧，可是不要害怕。
There are wars in Syria tonight.
好像在叙利亚有很大战争，
There are threats between North Korea and South Korea.
在南北韩之间的威胁。
There is disputes of territory between mainland China and Japan over little islands.
就是说在那个钓鱼台，就日本跟大陆之间在纷争。
And Jesus will tell us tonight, why are you afraid?
可是耶稣今天晚上跟我讲说，你为什么害怕呢？
The economy goes up and down. People get afraid. How am I going to pay my bills?
经济状况是忽上忽下的，那人们说我要怎么付我的账单呢？
We can be afraid that we're going to lose our job.
那我们害怕失去工作。
We have superstitious fears
那我们有很那种迷信的人害怕恐惧，
of ghosts and evil spirits.
害怕鬼魂以及恶灵。
People have fear of the dark. They sleep with the lights on.
有人害怕那个黑暗，睡觉时候要把灯打开。
They're afraid to get into the elevator.
他们也害怕能够进电梯里面。
They're afraid something bad will happen to them.
害怕坏事会发生在他们生命中，
So they just stay in bed.
所以他们就一直在床上。
We can be afraid for our children.
那我们会很恐惧我们小孩遭遇不测。
The devil comes along and says something's going to happen to your children.
魔鬼可能要来到你小孩的学校来对他做坏事。
Something's going to happen to your husband. Something's going to happen to your wife.
有什么事情遭遇你的先生太太可能会遭遇不测，
And we can be afraid.
我就很害怕。
We can be afraid tonight to be friends with people because we've gotten hurt in the past.
就是我们今天晚上可能因为我们过去所受的伤害，所以我们害怕我们朋友。
We can be afraid to try something new,
我们害怕尝试新的东西，
to step out into what God wants us to do.
来为上帝能够跨出一步做一些事。
Many people are afraid of dying,
很多人害怕死亡，
and they should be without Jesus tonight.
可是呢，我们需要的是耶稣。
And there seems to be no end to what people are afraid of.
那你可以看到现在的很害怕。
The devil begins to work in our mind about fear. We can't sleep. We have trouble eating.
魔鬼就在我们脑海里面做动，让我们害怕，让我们不能睡觉，甚至吃不下饭。
We pace back and forth
他们就走来走去的，
because fear has control of us.
因为害怕就完全掌控我们了。
And the fear we feel tonight is very real.
那我们今天晚上感受到的害怕是真实的，
It's a spirit.
因为它是个人，
It's not your
那
imagination.
不是你想象而已，
It's not because we watched a scary movie.
那不是因为我们看了恐怖片，
It's because it is real. We feel the fear in our mind.
是因为真的，因为我们有这个感受。
The devil tells us you need to be afraid.
因为魔鬼跟我们讲说，你要害怕，
Don't go on that outreach. You need to be afraid.
你不要去传福音，你要害怕，
Don't give your life to Jesus. You need to be afraid.
你不要把生命交托给耶稣，你要害怕。
The disciples from our text are fishermen.
还有我们经节里面这边讲耶稣门徒，他们都是渔夫，
They know this water better than anybody else.
他们比其他人还知道水性，
They have seen storms come up.
他们有看过风暴，
They have seen ships sink
他们也看过沉船，
and people lose their
还
lives.
看到人丧失生命。
Luke chapter 8, verse 23.
路加福音8章23节。
But as they sailed, Jesus fell asleep, and the windstorm came down on the lake, and they were filling with water, and they were in jeopardy.
正醒的时候，耶稣睡着了，湖上突然起了风暴，船将满水，甚至危险。
This storm is real.
这个风暴是真的，
Their boat is filling full of water.
他那船都完全进水了，
They are in jeopardy. They could lose their
他
lives.
们很害怕，因为可能要丧失生命了。
They didn't imagine this.
后来他们不是想象的，
Fear tonight comes in our lives. It is real
那今天晚
to
上，
each and every one of us.
那就害怕真的进入到我们的生命来吞噬我们的生命。
And it comes right where we work,
大家害怕就在我们工作的地方，
where we live.
我们所居住的地方。
See, I'm not afraid of drowning. I'm not a fisherman.
那我不会害怕那个淹死，因为可是我不是渔夫，
But I used to be afraid of dying.
可是我之前都很害怕死亡。
I used to be afraid of failing.
后来我之前很害怕，就是
Fear had my life,
因为害怕完全掌控在我的生命里面，
and that fear was real,
而且那个害怕是真的，
and it tormented my life.
而且折磨我的生命。
Their boat is being filled full of water. It's going up and down, and they are scared.
后来呢，船一直进水，所以那船呢上不下的，所以船上的门徒们都很害怕。
People say, well, fear is only in your mind.
很多说害怕只是你脑海里面想象的，
That's not true.
那不是真的。
Fear is real tonight.
今天晚上害怕是真的。
Three things that fear is tonight.
还跟大家分享3件事跟害怕有关。
First, fear is creative.
首先呢，害怕是具有创造性的。
Every one of us are different tonight.
那今天晚上在场各位都是不一样的人，
Every one of us has different fears.
所以我们每个人都有不同的害怕、恐惧。
And every one of us feels those fears differently.
那我们每个人对害怕的感受都是不一样。
Some of you might be afraid of failing tonight.
那有个人害怕的是那个没感受，
You might be afraid of the dark and leave the lights on when you go to sleep.
可能害怕生病，害怕黑暗，
You might be afraid of evil spirits or ghosts or demons.
还是你害怕所谓邪灵、鬼魂。
Every one of us has fears,
每个人都有害怕、恐惧，
and every one of them are different.
那每个人害怕、恐惧都是不一样的。
Job chapter 3, verse 25.
约伯书3章25节。
Job says, For the thing I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dread has happened to me.
他说：“因我所恐惧的就临到我身上，我所惧怕的就逆我而来。”
The devil reads our minds, and he makes these fears happen.
那魔鬼知道我们脑海中是什么，所以就把这个害怕放在我们里面，把害怕发生出来。
We're afraid we'll lose our job, and then we lose our job.
害怕丧失工作，就我们就真的没有工作了。
We're afraid that we're going to fail or make a mistake, and then we do make a mistake.
那我们害怕我们失败，就我们就真的失败了。
People fear so many things, and the devil makes those fears come true in their life.
他们害怕很多东西，可能害怕很多东西，所以魔鬼就把这些害怕的东西来掌控我们的生命。
Can you imagine what the disciples are thinking on the boat?
那可以想象那时候门徒在船上的想法是什么吗？
We're going to drown.
我们要淹死了，
We're going to die.
我们要死了，
We're going to sink.
我们要沉船了。
And the devil's telling them, yeah, you're right. You're going to drown. You're going to sink.
魔鬼说是对，你想这样，你的害怕是对的，因为你要死了，你要淹水了。
And their imaginations begin to run just crazy.
你想象就开始很疯狂了。
Ever sit there and you wake up at night?
后来他就说你有没有曾经在晚上起来？
and you think you hear something,
他就感觉听到什么东西，
and your imagination tells you
他你的想象力跟你说，
somebody broke into the house,
他还说可能有人闯进家门，
somebody's in there.
可能有人在那边哦，
So you sit there.
你就坐在那边，
Should I get up
我要起来吗？
or not?
还是不要？
My wife has a baseball bat,
还有我的太太有一个棒球棒，
and she keeps it by the door.
她就把棒球棒放在那个门旁边，
So if somebody ever broke into the house,
所以有任何人闯进我家，
they would have more fear than her. She would.
他就往就能够用棒球棒打他们。
But see, those fears are real.
我就跟你讲，这些害怕是真的。
And the devil tells you someone's there.
后来魔鬼就跟你讲说，有人在那边。
Second tonight,
第二点，
fear has the ability to paralyze us.
后来那个害怕有能力让你能够完全瘫痪，
Ever been so scared you couldn't move?
那就让你完全动弹不得。
When I grew up, I had a little sister,
那我成长过程，我有一个妹妹，
and I loved to scare her.
我很喜欢去吓她。
And there was times I scared her so bad,
那有一次我吓她，真的吓得很大。
she couldn't even scream.
好，我就
She'd be like this. She'd be paralyzed with fear.
她完全僵直在那边。
We can become paralyzed with fear.
那我们害怕的时候，我们就完全僵住在那边了。
We don't even step out of the house because we're afraid something's going to happen.
我们完全都不愿意这样出去，走出家门，因为我们很害怕。
We won't let our children go play because we're afraid something will happen to them.
那我们小孩要出去玩的，我们很害怕他们遭遇不测。
We're afraid to shut off the light.
那么很害怕能够把这个灯打。
We're afraid to go out to the market.
那么很害怕去那市集。
We're afraid to go in the streets and witness for
我
Jesus.
们害怕为耶稣在上街来传福音。
The devil tells us people won't like you when you tell them about Jesus.
那个魔鬼跟你讲说，人们会不喜欢你去跟人分享耶稣基督，
We're afraid to be rejected.
因为我们害怕被拒绝。
Nobody wants someone to say, keep your flyer, keep your Jesus.
因为没有人喜欢他，只是这样被拒绝。
He uses that fear
他用这样恐惧，
to stop us from doing God's work.
让我们停止去做神的事工，
We become
我
paralyzed.
们就完全僵住在那边。
We're afraid to testify, to tell them what Jesus has done in our
我
life.
就很害怕去跟人家分享、做见证，说耶稣在我们生命中所做的。
We have this fear that it might sound kind of goofy.
那我们感觉这个害怕是那种很阴凉的。
And yet God says, when you stand up and testify, I will give you the words to say.
可是呢，上帝说，当你站立起来为我来做见证时，我会帮助你讲话。
We walk away and say, oh, that was goofy.
那我们讲说，那不可能的。
But the people that heard it go, wow,
可是当人们听到见证，就哇，不错。
I want the Jesus that they have.
我就想要有他们所拥有的耶稣。
Because His Holy Spirit gives us the words to say.
那这是个圣灵帮助我们去讲话。
But the devil wants us to be
就
paralyzed.
是魔鬼想让我们僵住在那边。
We don't come to outreach because, we're afraid to tell somebody about Jesus.
我们不想去传福音，因为我们很害怕跟人家分享耶稣。
The pastor might ask us to testify.
牧师可能叫我去做见证。
And so we become paralyzed.
那我们就完全僵住在那边。
Matthew chapter 8, verse 25.
马太福音8章25节。
Then His disciples came to Jesus and woke Him up and said, Lord, save us. We are perishing.
那时候门徒来叫醒了他，说：“主啊，救我们，我们上瘾了。”
They were paralyzed with fear. They were afraid. They were scared.
因为他们害怕，就僵在那边，因为他们真的超级害怕的。
They weren't trying to put the sails up anymore. They weren't trying to paddle. They were just sitting around scared.
他们就不再把那个风帆放上去，因为他们太害怕了。
They were afraid if they tried, they were going to fail.
因为很害怕，因为很害怕他们去试的话，还是会失败。
And yet, there's Jesus on the boat.
是耶稣在船上
Taking a nap.
在睡觉。
Third, fear separates us from Jesus.
还有第三点的话就是害怕让我们跟耶稣分隔开来，
and the things of God.
还有跟上帝的事情分隔开来。
The very first man and woman in the book of Genesis,
在创世纪所现的那个男人跟女人，
when they sinned, they were separated by their fear.
当他们犯罪的时候，他们因着恐惧，所以他们就跟上帝分隔开来了。
Their fear separated them from God.
他们就跟上帝分隔开来了。
Genesis chapter 3, verse 9.
创世纪3章9节。
Then the Lord God called Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" So he said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself."
耶和华呼唤那人对他说：“你在哪？”他说：“我在园中。”那件事就害怕，因为我赤身裸体的便隐藏了。
Sin puts fear in our heart and separates us from God.
所以就把这个害怕放在我们内心里面，让我们跟上帝分隔开来。
On the boat, the disciples, they're all afraid.
在船上，很多人害怕。
But what's Jesus doing?
可是耶稣在做什么呢？
He's taking a nap.
在睡觉。
He has peace.
他有平安。
That's where the disciples got separated. They should have been sitting right beside Jesus, just taking a nap.
那时候就是为什么门徒跟耶稣分隔开来，他们应该像他一样在睡觉。
Just a little storm.
只是小小风暴而已。
We have Jesus.
我们有耶稣啊。
This boat will never sink.
这船不会沉的。
This storm can never be too rough.
这个风暴不会太大。
The waves can never be too high.
而且它的风浪也不会太高。
We don't have anything to be afraid
那
of.
我们不用去害怕。
But because we get afraid,
就是因为我们害怕僵住了，
it separates us from Jesus.
就让我们跟耶稣分隔开来了。
Jesus knows that the boat's going to the other side.
但耶稣知道那船是要到那个湖边的另外一边，
That's why he's not afraid.
所以他不害怕。
How many know tonight we're going to heaven
那多少人知道我们是
on the other side?
要往另外
What
一
are
边
you
哪去？
afraid of?
那为什么害怕呢？
We don't have to worry about death or fear or anything Satan would tell us.
那我们不用担心要说所谓的害怕或恐惧，还是要死亡，因为这是魔鬼对我们的谎言。
We're on board with Jesus.
因为我们跟耶稣在同一艘船上面，
No devil,
说没有魔鬼，
no demon,
没有恶魔，
no fear
没有恐惧，
can hold you tonight.
没有那个东西可以掌控你，
You have Jesus.
因为你有耶稣。
Luke chapter 8, verse 25. When Jesus said to them, "Where is your faith?" And they were afraid and marveled, saying to one another, "Who can this be? For he commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him."
那路加福音8章25节，耶稣对他们说：“你们信心在哪里呢？”他们又惧怕又稀奇，彼此说：“这到底是谁呢？他吩咐风和水，连风和水都听从他了。”
Jesus says, "No matter what, I am greater. I am greater than anything you fear. The waves, the water, the storms. They had seen these storms kill people before, and Jesus says, don't worry about it. You're with me, and I am greater and better." And he calms them.
那耶稣说：“不管怎么样，我都是比这一切还大的。不管说你看过再怎大风暴，我都是比这些还大。所以跟我在一起就不用害怕。”
Tonight, how do we get rid of our fear?
那今天晚上我们怎样可以把恐惧消除掉呢？
The same way the disciples did.
就是说这个新人的害怕，
You got to go to Jesus.
你要到耶稣面前。
We can come to Jesus. Jesus, I have fear in my life.
那等一下我们不要到那个耶稣面前说：“耶稣啊，我有害怕。”
And Jesus will take the fear away.
那耶稣会帮助我们把恐惧拿走。
Matthew 8, 25 and 26.
马太福音8章25、26节。
Then his disciples came to him saying, "Lord, save us. We are perishing." But he said to them, "Why are you fearful? Oh, you little faith." Then he arose, rebuked the wind and the sea, and there was great calm.
门徒来了，叫醒了他，说：“主啊，救我们上命啊！”耶稣说：“你们这小心的人，为什么胆怯呢？于是雨次起来，斥责风和海， 风和海就大大的平静了。
What do you have to be afraid of tonight?
那今天晚上你们为什么要害怕呢？
When you have Jesus in your heart, He's greater than anything. He can do any type of miracle.
那如果你喜欢耶稣的话，他耶稣可以成就一切的事情，说他可以做一些奇迹。
I see these people running around with a mask on their face.
我在这边看到很多人都戴口罩到处走，
They're afraid to get sick.
因为害怕生病。
But Jesus says, I'm above all sickness. I can heal sickness no matter what. What are we afraid of tonight?
那耶稣说：“我超越一切疾病病痛，我会医治。”那为什么还要害怕呢？
Jesus says, why do you worry about tomorrow?
那耶稣说：“你为什么担忧明天呢？
I take care of the birds of the air.
我就会照顾在天上的飞鸟的，
I feed them.
我还喂养它们。”
He talks about how the lilies are so beautiful. He goes, I clothed them, I made them.
他说：“吉利美丽的百合花里面这漂亮的，我还为他们加衣裳，添加衣裳。”
If He does that for them, how much more for you and I, who He loves and died for tonight?
那在上帝能够对花草也好好的想要做这么大的事情吗？那为什么上帝不能对我们做更大的事呢？
The world walks around and is always afraid something's going to happen here or there.
那这世界上都很害怕，也很恐惧，什么事情会发生？
When we walk around, not afraid, we just wait to be with Jesus,
那
amen?
我们行走是不用害怕，因为我们是跟耶稣在一起。
Especially in these last days,
特别在这末日的时候，
Jesus has come for His church.
那耶稣是要为他教会再次到来。
When there's wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes and pestilence and famines, all that is mentioned in the end times.
在末世的时候，不管说战争、地震，或者说饥荒，到处都有时候，
You and I have no fear.
我们都不用害怕，
It's time to start looking. Jesus is coming back.
因为我们就会知道说耶稣要回来了，
He's coming back in the clouds. Hallelujah.
他会驾着云彩回来，
And we don't have nothing to be afraid of.
所以我们都不用害怕，
We are children of the King.
因为我们是那君王的儿女。
What is your greatest fear tonight?
那你的害怕是什么呢？
Down inside
在你内心的害怕是什么
that you tell no one about,
那你没有跟别人分享，
but hold you in bondage.
就一直把捆绑在那边。
Jesus wants to set you free tonight of that fear.
那今天晚上耶稣要把你那些恐惧把它释放开来，让你得到自由。
He wants to give you that supernatural peace
他要给你的超自然的平安的感受。
that in the storms of life and in the world,
不管说这在生命中有再大的风暴，
you can just take a nap.
那还是可以再睡个觉。
That's the peace that Jesus gives
那就
tonight.
是耶稣要给的平安。
We sing the song, Fear Not,
那我们就唱那首歌，不要怕，
for I am with you, fear not.
因为我与你同在，不要害怕。
It's more than words.
不是说只有话语而已，
It is Jesus in our
而
lives.
是耶稣在我们内心，
It is the promise and the truth.
是他的应许，他的承诺，是他的真理。
People get afraid of everything. How do I look?
那人很害怕很多东西，我外表长怎么样？
They're afraid of their appearance.
那很害怕他们父母亲。
Jesus says, I have made you wonderfully.
可是耶稣说：“我创造你的时候是用很完美形象创造你的，
You are wonderfully made.
你是很完美的人。
It is the trust that we have in Jesus because of His love. We don't have nothing to fear.
那就是因为他的爱，所以我们可以信靠耶稣，我们就不用害怕。
Romans chapter 8, verse 15.
罗马书8章15节。
For you did not receive a spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received a spirit of adoption, whom we may cry, Abba, Father.
你们所受的是奴仆的心，人就害怕；所受的是儿子的心，因此我们可以呼喊阿爸父。
He's saying we don't have to walk around in fear.
他说我们不用到处害怕恐惧，
We've been adopted by the Father.
因为我们被我们的天父所认养。
We are King's kids,
我
amen?
们是国王的儿子的女儿。
And when you're the King's kid, what are you afraid of?
那 国王的一个小孩哇，那你为什么还要害怕呢？
The devil?
是魔鬼吗？
Give him the boot.
把他踢开来。
I'm a king's kid.
我是国王的儿女。
Finances, job, trust in Jesus.
在财务上面，在工作上面，信靠耶稣。
If he can provide for everything we see around us, he can provide for you.
如果我们看到一切，上帝都可以来供应话，他也可以来供应我们。
Are we afraid that somebody won't love us
还是你害怕说人家不爱我们？
for who we are?
就是因为我们的行为各方面。
Jesus says, I love you for exactly who you are.
可是耶稣说，我就爱你的形象，原本的你就是爱
I made
你，
you so wonderfully.
因为我创造你是很完美的，
No one else has your DNA.
没有人可以像你这样基因。
No one else has your fingerprints.
那没有所谓的是指纹，
No one else has that wonderful smile and that laugh that you have.
那就是你有这样很好的微笑。
Not only that,
但不止这样子，
but he tells Adam, I'm going to make somebody for you called Eve.
后来那时候上帝还跟亚当说，我要帮你创造一个叫夏娃的。
He has somebody special for us.
他说上帝为我预备了很特别的东西，
That's the wonder of Jesus.
就是耶稣的部分。
So many young people in the church in California are worried about who they're going to marry.
在加州的教会很多的年轻人，他们害怕说我要跟谁结婚。
I guess I can understand. I married the best sister in that church, amen.
那我了解这些，因为我就娶了我们教会中最好的姐妹。
Now, Pastor Wayne may argue with me about that. But it's something Jesus brought.
可是这是耶稣给我们带来的。
I didn't go looking for my wife. Where is
我
she
那时候
at?
不知道要去寻寻觅觅，在寻找太太。
One day I just saw her at church.
那有一天我就在教会看到她，
And she just had that look. She loved Jesus.
她就知道说她爱耶稣，
And I love Jesus.
那我也爱耶稣，
And it was a good thing in that.
那就是这样子的。
The fear of darkness
害怕恐惧，那害怕黑暗，
and evil spirits.
还是恶灵？
Jesus says, I am the light.
那耶稣说我就是那光，
And where the light shines, darkness cannot be.
当光照进来的时候，黑暗就逃跑了。
And when you have the light in you,
所以当你内心有光的时候，
you don't have to fear any darkness.
那就不用害怕黑暗，
Because the light is in you,
因为你内心有光的，
coming out.
所以说你的那个黑暗就不会在你内心了。
2 Timothy 1:7.
提摩太后书1章7节。
For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and sound mind.
因为神赐给我们的不是胆怯的心，而是刚强的爱经手的心。
Power, how?
哇塞，
You
刚
don't
强，
have to be afraid.
所以给你能力，你就不用害怕。
Sound mind, you're like, I'm all scared and you're in bondage. Jesus set you
有
free.
清楚的头脑，就不用害怕被捆绑起来。
The Bible says
圣经有这么说，
in John chapter 8,
在约翰福音第8章，
he who the Son sets free is free indeed.
人子释放得着自由的，就得着自由了。
Are you free tonight?
是自由的吗？
If you are not, you can be before the service is over.
那你可以层得为得着自由。
Jesus wants to give you that spirit of power, the Holy Spirit.
那耶稣要给我们这样的圣灵的力量，
He wants to take away your fear.
他要把你的恐惧带走。
He knows the fear is real, just like the disciples in the boat.
他知道害怕是真的，就像说门在船上的门徒一样。
But He is more powerful
可是耶稣是更有力量的。
than any fear you could have tonight.
那不管说你今天晚上害怕什么，
God up, stop the wind,
站起来，停止风
stop
暴，
the rain.
停止风暴，
And the Bible says the ship became calm.
那就能够一路平顺的划船
And
出
they
去。
were absolutely amazed. Jesus is God, and He has control of everything.
要知道说，耶稣就是那神，他能够掌管这一切。
When we have fear in our life,
如果我们害怕的生命中害怕的话，
we allow the fear to control
我
us.
们就让害怕来掌控我们了。
When we give that fear to Jesus,
如果说我们害怕给耶稣的话，
we allow Jesus to set us free.
那我们就可以让耶稣帮助我们释放我们的
No
自
longer
己，
controlled by that
我
fear.
们就不用被害怕所掌控。
Tonight, are you free
那
tonight?
今天晚上你是自由的吗？
See, many times we hide fear inside.
很多时候我们害怕放在内心里面，
We don't tell people about it.
我们没有跟人家讲，
But God sees,
只是上帝看得见，
and He wants to set you free from
他
your
想
fear
要让你得到
tonight.
自由。
Let's bow our heads
大家一起
tonight.
来低头闭眼，
Just for a moment in this place.
在这边等一下，继续低头闭眼。